Keela here again with Southern Twang. Today I want to talk to you guys about why I started my blog, Southern Twang. I got into that a little bit during the last video, and I just briefly touched on it. That video was more of an introduction to the Southern Twang blog to tell you what it was about. But today I want to focus on more of the reasons that I started the blog. I really want to just express to you guys that this whole thing is a journey. It's not simply about, you know, turning profit on things that I thrift or just getting a lot of viewers to my blog or my YouTube channel. I'm just wanting to share the journey for, you know, someone else who's out there who's, you know, thinking about doing this. And I'm not in any way pretending that I'm at the top of my game, that I'm killing it. Yeah, look at my numbers. No, okay? But this is a side hustle for me that I want to parlay into a full-time gig. So this is kind of like my documentation, and I'm doing it as I walk. And one day people will be able to look at this and say, you know, yeah, this is how she started off. And that's what this video is all about. I'm gonna let you know what my master plan is. My master plan was to thrift for profit. And I was going to, you know, thrift, like sell it on eBay or my own online store. And then I was going to also blog about it and somehow make money from the blog and let that kind of outrun the thrifting aspect, where I could still like blog about thrifting, but I wouldn't have to, you know, list so many products to sell. And I was going to be able to fire my bosses, okay? So my ultimate goal is to make a living solely off of blogging, and to be able to fire my bosses, and to do what I love. I want to wake up every day and not dread going to work, but I want to wake up and feel like, man, I can't wait to get started, because I'm so jealous of people. I don't care what they do. If they love what they do, I'm jealous of them because I want to love what I do. And that is why I chose blogging. That is how I got into it. So one thing led to another, and the social media, all of it is intermeshed. Blogging will lead to vlogging, and that might lead you to, you know, I don't know. So that was my master plan. Well, as I told you before, I am an avid thrifter. Anytime that I go out of town, I have to hit up at least one thrift store if I go out of town someplace. If I don't, I feel like it was a waste. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the thrifter in me. So when I first started thrifting and realized that, you know, hey, I wonder if I can do this and make it, you know, profitable. And I realized that I needed a platform to let people know that this is what I was doing. So I had done like little to no blogging before Southern Twang, except for the fact that I started over at Blogger, which is ran through Google, and that was of course free. And the first time that I ever did a blog, it was against my will. It was, I was working on my master's, and a professor required us to do a blog, and I hated it. And as a matter of fact, you know how you do the survey at the end of your college course, and you know you have to tell, you know, the professor about this and that. Like, I raped her over it. Like, why in the freak did I have to do a blog? This had nothing to do with, you know, the class, blah blah blah. And I feel like one day I'm gonna have to send that teacher an email and apologize to her and say, you know what, this was my first experience blogging, and because of that, it opened the door to another avenue for me that hopefully one day leads to something great for me. I recently launched my own online store, which is Southern Soul Thrifting, and that's the actual store that I sell my thrifted goods on. Now all of my things are thrifted, the majority of them are. So they actually started off together on WordPress. My blog has gotten about, what, it's over 6,000 views. It's kind of crazy to say that because like I don't feel like it's gotten that many views. But again, I'm not trying to go, you know, all the way into that conversation because that's for another vlog. But I just wanted to get it out there and to say that my reason for starting the vlog in the first place was to have a platform where I could let people know the things that I wanted to let them know about my thrift hauls, about, you know, how I get these good deals, and to kind of brag, because let's face it, when you find a great deal, you have to at least tell one person, right? I know that I do, because it feels like, I feel like I beat the system. I gotta tell somebody about this. So, but I still have like big dreams for my blog. I would like to start a section or a segment where I have people who also get great deals, whether they find them maybe on the clearance rack in a retail store, or whether they find it at a thrift store, at a yard sale, garage sale, rummage sale, flea market, wherever. If it's an extraordinary deal, I want you guys to be able to send me a picture of that and let me know how much you paid for it versus how much it cost in the store. And you could send that to tequila@southerntwang.com, and that's Southern without the O. And I mean, I really want to get that started, and I will call it Thrifty Thursdays or something like that. And I want to feature you on my blog and have you, you know, share what you found, because I want my blog to be more of a community. And so I'm still trying to figure out ways to make that, to make my blog, I guess, more, I don't know, to give it more exposure, because I haven't even scratched the surface to the people that I know would be interested in, you know, doing what I do, which is just thrifting, because it's a hobby and I love it. So again, to recap, I just wanted to share with you guys the reason that I chose blogging in conjunction with thrifting. The thrifting came first, the blogging came later to get word out to everyone that, hey, this is what I do. And because I love to write, I've always loved to write, and I hated writing what people wanted me to write. Like in school, they make you write stuff like, who cares about the American Revolution? Like, I want to write stuff about what I want to write about. So all that stuff has worked together. And even when I think about like how in high school I was on, I forgot what it was called, but basically I was on the morning announcements, and we were, you know, producing it if we weren't in front of the camera. So all that stuff is working now for my good. And in college, I took a class on photography, and I take pictures, all that stuff. So that is the gist of this video. And I hope that you guys will tune in for more. So if you're interested in coming along with me on this journey, I need you to click that subscribe button, or if you're on Facebook, go ahead and click the follow button. Follow me, like the page, share it. Sharing and following and subscribing are the most important actions that you can do to help me get my story out here. Obviously, I was talking too much and the camera shut off on me. So that's my cue to end this video. Again, subscribe, like, don't like, subscribe, share, and follow. Talk to y'all later. Hey, welcome back. Tequila here with Southern Twang. Today, I think I want to talk to you guys. I hate that.